this is Blaine
and Blake
and Chase
How's it going?
live from GBR Studios.
The new GBR.
The new GBR Studios. Check out the digs, right? Look, this ain't even
It's pretty fancy.
steps. So let's start it off. Let's start with some news.
Well, no, let's kind of explain where we're at here. I mean, we got the new digs. We kind of got new things going. We're trying to we're gonna kind of compartmentalize our show, try to make it easier to watch. It's all exciting things. Yeah. So first off, I guess it would be news. I guess I just had to get all that other stuff out.
It's new, so it's news.
Okay, so our news. I'll go ahead for it. Our news section is just us talking about whatever we're currently doing, or trailers that are out, or a game that's just about to come out, whatever. It's just our current events. So
it might not be news to you, but it could be news to us.
Very true. Because look, it ain't like we're supposed to be experts or anything.
No, of course not.
No. So I guess we'll get started. I would like to start out with you, Blaine, because you told us about these groundbreaking games you've been playing as of late.
On the cutting edge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And look, get ready, fellas, or people, I should say, because this is like tip of the spear shit.
Because I am on the ground floor. Not many people are on it right now because it's so new.
Maybe.
I just started playing Titanfall this week.
Right.
In Battlefield 4.
Right. And just so people know, this isn't an old video.
It is July 3rd, 2015.
Right. Yeah. Blaine just got the internet apparently, so now he's.
Well, here's the issue.
He's on that Bayou web.
What's that?
He's on that Bayou web.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I had to run the Bayou web line to his house. So what you gonna do?
Well, I just moved into my new house. I couldn't get internet for the longest, so everybody's like, "Oh, we're having so much fun on Grand Theft Auto," and I bought these games like when they first came out,
right?
Because I was displaced at the time,
right.
So now, you ever remember those PlayStation commercials when PlayStation 4 first came out, and everybody's like. They're all excited, and they show up the battlefield, and like everybody's like celebrating. And they're like, "Oh, you missed the launch."
Yeah, I mean,
the battle's over.
I think those commercials came out when I was like in high school.
Yeah, that's me and the last 3 people on the Titanfall server.
I told Wayne when he told me he's playing Titanfall and all this, and it was kind of. I think Chase made the comment, "Oh, are you having fun with the 3 other people that are playing?" So then I named it the Titanfall Forever Alone edition that he's playing, because that can't be. I mean, how many people are on it? Are the lobbies still full or what?
You know, the lobbies are still full, but getting in the game is that much quicker.
Oh. Well, yeah.
There's not a lot of lag going on right now.
Well, tell me, what are your thoughts of this new game, Titanfall? Like, how are you feeling about it?
I don't know how to feel in this newfangled next generation game for dabbling.
Are the controls hard to get? I mean, going from like a 2-button Nintendo controller to this, is it difficult or?
You know, the thing I was disappointed in is right when the Titanfall screen came in, I went up, down, A, B, select, start.
Nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
Wow.
No.
Shame.
My game genie. I tried to blow on the disc.
Game genie, he says.
Rubbing peroxide on it.
That's when you're scraping fucking bottom.
I called the Nintendo hotline.
Excuse me, Nintendo, can you help me with this Microsoft exclusive title, please? Is this exclusive?
Yeah.
It is? Okay, I just want
to... Battlefield.
Because
the next one will not be. But, yeah, they've announced that they're not doing the exclusive thing again.
When are they releasing Titanfall 2, I guess?
I'm not sure. I just know that they're breaking the exclusivity deal.
So we call Titanfall.
Titan has fallen. And Blaine didn't play it until a year after launch anyway, so it'll be fun.
It'll be easier to get in then.
Yeah.
I do have to say, it's a pretty awesome game, though.
It looked, I never played it personally, but it looked good because whenever
they're all seriously PlayStation.
You know, when it came down to decide, do I go Xbox One, do I go PS4, I went PS4.
Yeah.
So I missed out on it.
I went both.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's blunt.
I just couldn't play it for a year.
Yeah, Yeah, see, that's waiting for it to go cheaper. That's the moral of the story, kids. Spend all your money on both systems, but then it's going to take you a year to afford somebody to run Bayou Web to your house. So you can't play the shit out of that. So anyway, are we done with Titanfall, or you got any like cool things that have happened in it? Or?
No, just me and my 3 partners. Just hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got to have a tight crew to run with. I mean, have you like tried to like make like a guild with these people or anything? Like, last man standing type of thing?
Well, it kind of automatically is a guild when you're the only people.
I was half expecting you to say, well, I haven't hooked up the microphone yet. I'm doing that in 3 months. Like, you're going to do. Oh, shit. Well, okay. So what about Battlefield? You said we were playing Battlefield.
Yeah. Battlefield's actually, like, there's still a lot of people hopping on that server.
Okay.
Even though Hardline just came out.
Okay.
But, I mean, Battlefield's always been like that. People are still playing the original Battlefield on PC to this day.
Well, that's I'm glad that you're having fun.
Battlefield's like a fine.
That's the important thing.
It gets better with age.
That's what, like you said, that's what's important.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself.
As long as you're playing, as long as you're having a good time, and you're not hurting anybody.
We all know that Call of Duty and games like that, you either got to be a genius or 3 years old. I don't land in either of those categories, so I got to find a server with only 3 people in it, so I actually feel like, hey, I got 3rd place. Doing pretty good.
Oh, that's
depressing.
I'm like getting achievements left and right. I'm like Sergeant at Arms or something.
Sergeant at Arms. You in a beta club or something? All right, that's enough of that foolishness. So, what I'm currently playing, which happens to be what Chase is playing too, so we're kind of going to come at this from both angles because we kind of have the same feelings about it. We've been playing Arkham Knight quite a bit. And
yes.
Playing, that's a game that just came out like last week. So, yeah.
I did buy this game.
It's okay,
man. But I've only played one.
We're playing Arkham Knight. Now, me and Chase, if you're fans of the show, you know that me and Chase tend to not like Batman too much. Would you agree with that, Chase?
That is true. That is true.
Okay.
And this game isn't helping anything at all.
Now, let me start by saying, so far it's a solid game. Like I'm
not trashing the game itself.
Right. I'm trashing Batman.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
kiss my ass.
Let me tell you something. Me and Chase started playing, and we're playing at the same time. Like it's not multiplayer, but we're just talking. And then, like I just hear Chase say, "Oh God." Well, he goes, "Just wait until you hear what he says." So like I'm coming along, and then he's talking to Poison Ivy, and he threatens her by saying, "I'll burn every plant in Gotham." And as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh,
that's
really?"
What I would say.
Like, do you have to? I don't know. So let me start with the good things before I go trashing the game. It plays great. It's got awesome features in it. At first, I really didn't like the Batmobile too much, but now it's really grown on.
Yeah, it grows into it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I hated it too. I mean, I remember I was telling Blaine that was like my biggest flaw, my really only flaw with the game was the Batmobile. But I've gotten used to it now. That's not a problem.
I was jump into this game like a year from now that the Batmobile just was going to ruin it for me.
No,
that's why I wait because people can tell me the things to worry about. You know?
The Batmobile. I can sum up the Batmobile with Garth from Wayne's World. When Garth described getting a new pair of underwear, and he said it's. At first, it's constricting, but then it becomes a part of you. That's kind of how I feel about it. So that's where I'm at with the Batmobile. I really like the battle mode. You kind of move around like a little water bug.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. But now, the stuff that I don't like.
Like a water bug.
I've mentioned the whole burn every plant in Gotham thing. He says that twice. Like, throughout the progression of the game, he doesn't say burn. Like, I was just playing today, and he's talking to Ivy again, and she's like, "Why should I help you?" He was like, "If you don't, every plant in Gotham dies." To which Chase said, if you want to go ahead and sell me what he was like, "It's not very green of you, Batman." I mean,
if you don't deal with me, I'm going to shoot a ficus.
Yeah.
This begonia is going to get it.
I mean, he keeps playing that card too many times. It's just going to become an empty threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Until he there's Roundup in Gotham, it's just not going to happen.
And at some point, she's going to be like, this bastard can't kill every ragweed around Gotham. He doesn't know where everything's at.
I can't even kill every ragweed in my
But
garden.
then again, you know what would bring me to my next beat. Maybe he does know where every plant is in Gotham because of this thing called the bat scanner. The bat scanner. But you know what? I'm going to let Chase explain it because Chase came across it first while we're playing because I was a little bit behind him at first.
Y'all starting to find out
And
Bruce Wayne's God mode?
No, but I would just say this. This is how it came across on my speaker. Before I let you take over, I'm playing the game, and then Chase, like, it's quiet because we're playing. And then Chase goes, oh, so I guess Batman's psychic now. And that's where it all came up. So I'll let Chase explain.
We've discovered the secret to Batman's omnipotence, pretty much. And it's the bat scanner, or the bat solve every crime ever, which is another good name for it.
I almost spit out my Captain America water when you said that.
All he has to do, and it's not even a physical thing. It's just like it just clicks on in his mind, and any scenario he's at, it brings up this hologram 3D image where he can view past and future everything that happened in whatever scenario is playing out. So if there's a car crash, he can just look at the car, and then it makes a hologram car, and he can just rewind it in his brain to see where the car came from, everything that it hit, and everything. And that was the moment where I just broke down and told White, you're gonna love this when it happens.
Yeah, I mean it did basically make him a psychic.
Yeah.
Just to being able to rewind back in time. Things. What is that? I thought like it was like I thought you were like taking away points for Batman. Like anytime oh yeah, he can like rewind time in his head. Bing! I was like you keep him score?
And then a counter right here.
Yeah. Like that's what I thought was going on. I was kind of like, all right, stop it. But anyway, yeah, he can rewind these things that happen, and like you said, it's a car that's just there.
Yeah, it's just the car, but he can see everyone who was in the car with no physical evidence left behind at all.
Yeah, Oracle's in the front seat and she jumped out before the crash, and this is where she landed and she crawled this far. It's like, how the fuck can you possibly know that? Like, there's no way that could possibly happen. And then the bat scanner came back today for me. And I told Chase about this too. I'm playing the game, and he's watching security camera footage, trying to find a guy. And he's looking where anytime the guy places his hand down to try to get fingerprints. Which, okay, yeah, you can see where a guy put his hand down and possibly go pick up a print from it. But there's all kind of other people around here too, so I'll give him that one. But then once he knows where he puts all the prints, all of a sudden bat scanner mode comes up, and there's 3D holograms of everywhere this guy was while he's touching something. So you walk up and I pull this. Now I got the thumbprint. I got the index finger. You get all this stuff. So then you think, okay, he's got to scan into a computer. Oh, let me hold out my trusty glove, hit a couple buttons on my wrist, and now I have a 3D tangible fucking hand over mine to put on fucking scanners. A little far-fetched.
I don't know. I mean, they got the HoloLens now. And if you watch Boondock Saints, William Dafoe did it with a Walkman.
First off, his name is Defoe. Secondly,
he did this
because
he knew where everything happened. He's dancing around, frolicking. I mean, I don't remember.
Hold on, because Scarecrow has taken over fucking Gotham. And as he's putting on his bat suit, he says, you know what? I better pack that handy-dandy handprint fucking scanner with me. Like, bullshit you wouldn't.
That might be the biggest thing about these games is that he has everything he needs on him at all times, and he takes on his entire rogues gallery in a night.
Yes. And
without tiring, without anything at all.
And once again...
Yet he's a human being.
Badass.
Now, once again, I'm not trying to knock the game too much, but it all does take place in one night. And it's a rush. The whole time it's, you got to stop the fear toxin from happening. You got to stop this. You got to stop that. But then there's always time to, like, go do a fucking race with the Riddler. Like, it's like, a Riddler race. So, fuck Scarecrow. I'm going to run my car.
You see, that's not where I call bullshit. There is things with the series I call, I'm not sure. Like, I haven't got too far into the game about the scan mode. Somewhat, but in Origins, as flawed as that one was and stuff, I think that might have been where they introduced it. Kind of made sense where, you see the angle of the bullet, and that's what ballistics does. And you follow the straight line, and then it goes straight to the sky. So there's no stop point. So, but you can look and see and say, okay. Then you find an empty magazine. Then you're like, oh, this is the building he shot from. And you see blood down here. This is where he landed. It made more sense than something. The thing I call bullshit on is
just count 10. Just count 10, Blake. Just count 10.
Look, every Arkham game, they why is it there's they try to say in Night, they were like, oh, they evacuated the city overnight and all this stuff. In Arkham Origins, they're like, oh, there was what do you call when curfew, they put in curfew. I'm like, there's gonna be somebody roaming around the streets. It's not gonna be always all criminals. It's like in prison.
That's to protect Batman's image of not killing anybody innocent. Let me tell you something. That Batmobile, I'm running over 10 motherfuckers at like every corner.
Oh, it's conveniently they conveniently make it where you can be destructive without killing anybody.
Right.
Like the tanks. Oh, the tanks are unmanned, so you can shoot it with real guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, what if there was people in there?
Whenever you shoot a person on the street, it conveniently just like shocks them and they fall to the side, regardless of the fact that you're booking at them 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. And look, I've mowed down people in that car, but if you've ever watched what happens, it's like, no, they're fine. But like, you just got hit by a fucking speeding tank. It doesn't matter. You're good. You're just knocked out.
And people always tell me, they're like, oh, Batman no kill, Batman no kill. Screw that. You remember Batman Returns where he killed the Carney? He threw a time bomb in his pants and threw him out the thing. It happened.
That's true.
He killed Carney.
Back to what I'm saying. You talked about the bullet trajectory thing and all that. That's cool. Yes, that's an actual science. You can tell where a bullet came from. But you cannot look at a wrecked car and know who ejected where and at what time and who walked at this point and at what point somebody got maced in the face. You cannot tell that from looking at a car.
And yet.
No, but my wife is. My wife is, and she said it's not possible.
Just because she might bust doesn't mean.
And yet.
I'm just
I mean, you're kind of obvious.
I'm as good as any supervillain out there, but it's still like, did you move that ink pen 5 inches? Well, yes, I did. Why? Sorry. I mean, like, she just.
My wife is like super detective too, like I was leaving work and I was taking a little time, traffic hit, and I had something to pick up at Heroes Corner Comics, went straight there, bought my thing and left, right? And then I had to drop off something at the office for Jenna, and she's like, what's taking so long? It takes forever. Well, I was talking to Christina at the reception desk, took a little while, blah, 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 and she goes, you went to the comic store. Like at that point, I'm like, I don't know, is she getting like emails of my receipts or something? Because you can't lie at this point because she just knew. She knew.
Like at one point, my wife told me like something like, I know you set your phone right there. Like it was in the bathroom. Like in the fucking bathroom. She's like, I know you had your phone right there. I'm like, who cares if I had no phone right there? It doesn't matter, but I know your phone was right there. You want to know how I know? Yeah, how you know? Because the shower curtain was moved this way. What the fuck? How do you know that?
I don't know how they run things in Guatemala.
So look, and I say it to her all the time. Batman does not have shit on her. She is the greatest detective ever. But anyway,
she was checking ballistics on your phone.
She knows everything about me.
She was doing the longitudinal coordinates of the air.
If she told me and she like looked at my car and was like, I know you went here, there, you got out your car, you rolled your ankle in the parking lot. I'd be like, yeah, she fucking knows. Like she knows somehow. But she don't need no fucking bat scanner. It's like just fucking Guatemalan shit.
That's how you know Blake will never cheat, because the game would be over before it began.
Oh no.
He got home, he'd be like, she knows. She knows. There's no way she don't know. She knows.
Let me tell you something. Obviously, I love my wife. I've been with her forever. But there's no way possible I could ever cheat. She would know like that. Now, number one, I'm not a good liar, so that's like my first strike. She's like, what took you so long? I don't know. Like, I mean, it would be terrible. I'm not a good liar at all, so she'd get it. How did we talk about me cheating on my wife from Batman?
You started this.
I did? Sorry.
You were talking about her being Batman.
Sorry. Okay.
There's a moral story there.
What?
You got Batman. See how he did it? He mind F you already.
Yeah.
Omnipotence.
I don't know. Anyway. Chase, I mean, were you just going to talk about Arkham too, or like for your news section, or you just?
I'd like to say something about how awesome Secret Wars has been so far.
There you go.
Oh,
that's
yes.
right. You tell us about.
I'm caught up on Secret Wars too, so I'm excited about it.
Oh, I mean this arc right here. I mean, when you first came to me, you were telling me about the Axis arc. That's when I started like, oh, maybe I should start paying attention to the comic books more. But this is the one where I'm fully entrenched again. Like I'm back. I'm buying all of them because I want to know what's going on.
Can we say spoilers? Because I just want to go straight into it. Because
Let's just warn spoilers right now. Spoilers are going to happen.
And no, never mind. I'm not going to fuck up.
What part of spoilers?
I wasn't going to leave out like an Arkham spoiler, like an Arkham Knight spoiler. I was like, nah, don't. So yeah, y'all go ahead.
You know, I won't know that till next year, so don't kind of ruin it.
Okay. So we're clear on the spoilers are going to happen.
Yes.
So with that said, Chase, the main story arc of Secret Wars, what was like your favorite? You know, everybody has their favorite comic book cell or scene.
Yeah.
What is yours? And I think I got an idea.
The ending of issue 4, the one that just came out this week,
Yeah.
with Doom taking out both Cyclops, yay, and Dr. Strange, Sheriff Strange.
Yeah.
That whole ending was awesome.
He pretty much Rorschach.
Oh yeah, he just held a hand up and he just exploded.
Scott Summers actually hurt him because he was Phoenix, but then he grabbed him up there and snapped his
snap. Oh, it was beautiful.
I haven't read it yet, but Chase sent me the cell of that when it happened, and he said I was laying in bed, and he goes, I got some good news for you. Dr. Doom just snapped Scott Summers' neck. I was like, how am I going to explain the orgasm I just had to my wife?
You know, what's crazy about it is that you just think that, you know, he put it all together, you know, because he knew what was going on with the multiverse collapsing or colliding or whatever, the science, the pseudoscience that backs this up. But everybody's like, oh, God, Doom, you're willing. And, oh, you know, we're all fair sons of Doom and everything. Kind of like when you talk about God, you know, it'd be like, you know, but maybe just because he was like, he made this happen. But no, that's when you realize he stood up to the Phoenix and just raised up his.
Yeah, the Phoenix wasn't shit compared to him.
Yeah.
So basically, in this, he is the Marvel God. He is like the one above all to them.
Yet he's still afraid of Reed Richards.
Yeah, it's his past is what's afraid of Reed Richards. Is, you know, he's always been full of the past. It's like his nemesis, and he's always known that Reed Richards will find a way.
Yeah. So go ahead. I think we kind of stole your thunder there.
Yeah.
On your Secret Wars, but
No, I mean I want to get, because I haven't been talking to anyone about Secret Wars, so I want to get all this out. So.
Okay, good. Get it out, brother. Get it out.
You're taking my favorite scene of the whole series so far.
Why don't you let him tell you his?
I just did.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I mean, it's funny how he's part of the conversation, but not.
Yeah.
No, on the issue 1, Kingpin sends out an email to all the villains because the world's ending. Okay. 1610 and 616 are colliding, and everybody knows it's going. So at the end of they're having, he says, "I'm having an end of the world party at that place we did. You know what? You know where and how." So everybody's in the bar. You know, just every big villain. Bullseye's there, which is weird because Bullseye's been dead since Shadowland. But miraculously, he's alive still. So they're all there partying, drinking, and they're watching. You know, the whole premise was the villains were all at the bar, their favorite haunt, watching TVs, watching the superheroes fail, enjoying their last things. So of course, email gets intercepted by none other than the Punisher. So
nice.
How would you expect the Punisher to live his last full days. He kicks open
Punishing.
He kicks open the doors to the bar and he goes, "The world's ending, and I realize I can't take these bullets with me." He like kills like every villain.
That is awesome.
It is like probably the best scene in comic book history. Just like you hit the character on the.
I can't take these bullets with me. I like that.
Like, they die fighting. I mean,
yeah, but that's the Punisher.
Die Punisher.
That's him. That's awesome. I wish I'd be reading it, but you know.
Well, Chase, what's your favorite tie-in so far?
There's so many of them that I mean, I have to say I loved the first Thors. The first Thors was great. It was such a weird direction that they took it in, where it's like Law and Order, but everyone's Thor. And it wasn't super action. It was like police work. And
Law and Order, but with Thor. I mean, like that's
every time you turn the page.
It was yeah. Law and Thorder, what it was.
Law and Thor. Nice.
And it just kept getting better, and then you find out that Throg, the Frog Thor, is the forensics expert, and he's got a little frog lab coat, and it just kept getting better and better, the whole thing. So that one's got to be my favorite one so far. Not just because I'm a huge Thor fan, but because it's so ridiculous. I love everything they're doing in the Secret Wars arc with Battle World, because they're taking such huge chances with things. It's so different, and I really wish it would stay this way. I don't want to see everything reset and go back to normal.
You said it perfect. Chase is like, they're making. It's kind of like when everybody thinks about their favorite parts of their childhood. Mine was amalgam.
Yeah,
taking all these chances. It doesn't matter. None of it's making a real lasting impact.
Yeah. So why not?
Why not? Exactly.
So Marvel could be taking the Punisher approach. They're kind of like, well, it's all going to end anyway.
Yeah.
I can't take these bullets with me.
Nope.
Make Throg a scientist. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Sue me. I mean, what you gonna do? So that's great. I mean, it really makes me excited for it. It's just, man, I just wish I had the time and the money to get into all those things.
I spend like $100.
You should at least pick up the main line.
Yeah.
So good.
I would let Blake borrow mine, but he still hasn't read or brought back Black Science from when I let him borrow it last year.
I have a very good excuse why I have not brought back Black Science.
Yeah.
Because I keep forgetting.
Oh, okay.
My excuse. I did read the first one, but that was a year ago. And sorry.
I like how, like, in a lot of tie-ins, they bring in all this. They're bringing a whole bunch of different stuff that everything you like the most. Like, who would have thought that they would bring back not just X-Men, X-Men 92.
Yeah.
What the heyday of X-Men?
Yes.
And they're playing laser tag in the beginning of it. Like, how perfect 90s is that?
I think that was the thing I was most excited for when I started reading about Secret Wars. When I saw that it was going to be them coming in, I was like, oh, man, that's awesome. That's real. And then Old Man Logan, too.
Yeah. And then finding out Old Man Logan is surviving. And it's going to be part of the aftermath.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
And I've been reading Deadpool's Secret Wars. It's Secret Wars, which was the original Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That he was actually there, but just nobody knew him.
Yeah, I haven't read any of those yet.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Shall we move on to our main topic?
Yes, go ahead.
Chase, unless you got anything else you want to say about Secret Wars and close.
We can move along.
Move on. All right. Blaine came up with this genius idea, kind of, sort of genius. I think it is. He said, there's plenty of video games that have our favorite comic book heroes in them. A lot of them aren't done too well, So, what character do you think deserves a very, very good video game, and how would each of us design that game? What character do we want to see, and what type of game would they be in? Who wants to go first with what they were thinking? You want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
You go first. Go ahead. I like your idea.
It's like, Superman, all this suck-ass games, he had his chances. So, I think they've had Green Lantern games, like on DS and other things, but not a real Green Lantern, So I wanted to do like a Green Lantern where it's like Mass Effect meets No Man's Sky coming out. So it's infinite universe. So you have different like beats because they're like space cops. So you have different sectors, and just by that fact, and it had elements of Mass Effect, the exploration of the story of Mass Effect, and the gameplay, and the exploration of No Man's Sky, and probably some Destiny elements, like how y'all meet in a central planet. So that's your MMO kind of like thing. That's OWA.
I was going to say, so OWA would be the main thing.
And it also MOGO, and since it's like space police, you'd have like space stations that are different sectors, that you kind of meet.
But would they have a Frog Thor forensic?
Oh, hell yes.
Okay.
No, it'd be that young Thor from that.
You're almost going to lose me there for a second.
I'm thinking about that young Thor, like from the early 90s that rode the shark, the space shark. That's the one I want in DC universe.
Yeah, why not?
So I want that, and I want like a character progression. Like there's RPG elements. The stronger you get, it's measured in willpower.
Okay.
You're like +3 dexterity. You get like +3 willpower. Blah 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 willpower. Because green light is the power of will.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be great if you had like different lines. You could pick a red lantern and things like that.
Okay.
Power of anger +3.
So you wouldn't just Green Lantern.
No. Like I want this dark side, light side, nice to the old Republic thing. You make decision trees. You do good. You can stay green, but you start turning red if you
or whatever color.
Or your ring will leave you, but
nice.
Another ring will find you.
Nice.
So you can go fear. You can go passion if you're like loving people too much. It's like, a ring will just leave you, but another ring will come and find you.
Gotcha.
So you start green, but the stronger you get by experience points, your constructs, like the things you make with green light gets more elaborate, stronger, better. You go to different places, and it's kind of like I'm adding elements from all kinds of video games. But like Far Cry, we go to a different planet. The planet's still huge, and there's you kind of like dispatch. You get the call that says blah blah blah. You got to do a domestic dispute or something like that, or rioting on this planet. You go to this planet.
I don't know if the Green Lanterns are getting involved in domestic disputes.
Yeah, it gets pretty serious.
Intergalactic domestic disputes.
Well, okay, I'm thinking like, Billy Bob's beating the shit out of Lorraine in a trailer park, and fucking Green Lantern shows up and is like, hey, dinner should have been ready when he got home, okay?
Well, I was thinking like, and it just like Far Cry, how you can go to a place and then claim it back, and it raises a flag, and that's your stronghold until it gets taken over again.
Right.
You make like a Green Lantern fortress and say,
okay,
it's green. This planet is green. This planet's red. This planet's yellow. And you're controlling it.
I like that. I would honestly play that game. And I had told Blaine Reese I really had no interest in the Green Lantern or any of the Lantern shit until GBR started, and I started doing my research, and now I'm like, man, Green Lantern shit's awesome. And then not only Green Lantern, I'm like learning all the other lanterns. I know I'm behind, but I was always a Marvel guy, and now I'm like Orange Lantern is the fucking shit.
Freaking Larfleeze. That's
Larfleeze is like that.
I'd make my character as greedy as can be.
Like that is. When I started reading about him and the oath and everything, I was like, oh, this dude's awesome.
If you read anything Green Lantern, Geoff Johns, or whatever, that is probably the best when it comes to comic book writers for Green Lantern ever. If you read anything, that's it.
So, Chase, what was your game you would make?
Well, the character I picked was one that I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to when I was younger, but I've started really looking into his stuff, mainly because of one of the newer incarnations of it, and that's Ghost Rider. And I'm trying to think of a game that did Ghost Rider ever have any older, like Genesis era, Super Nintendo era games?
If he did, one of two things. If he did, it was not at the Radio Shack for us to rent, and it was probably shit.
Yeah.
I think he did, actually. He had an NES game, and it was like an orange background. It was him swinging the chain.
I think you're right.
Am I right, or am I imagining that?
No,
I don't think I played
right.
it, but I think they had.
I want to say I remember him having one of those old era games, but I can't remember anything about it. Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us about your game, Jay.
I would like to see him have a game, and the first game that imagine him dropping into would be the world of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, something like that.
Right.
So real combat heavy. I'd love it to be hard as hell, like Bloodborne and those kind of games. And you'd have to work the vehicle in there some kind of way, some kind of vehicle interlude where you go from area to area. He'd hop on his bike. There'd be a little, and the racing part that I really thought of. You remember that game Burnout?
Yeah.
Burnout.
Yeah.
Where it was real high octane, super fast. If you made one little mistake, you'd wreck.
Oh yeah. You got points for like cars.
Yeah, something like that.
Like
intensity-wise for the vehicle moments.
Okay.
And that kind of fits in with your Bloodborne elements. I mean, like Burnout, if I remember right, why you're going with that is one wrong turn, it's it.
You're done. One little you scrape the side of something too hard, you're done.
Yeah.
So I would love, because I really miss playing Bloodborne. I haven't been able to play it in a long time. So another really hard as balls game like that, I would love to have, especially if it was Ghost Rider.
Right.
So basically, you're like very sadomasochist when it comes to your games.
It makes it when you succeed. It makes it all the more rewarding.
You know, somebody should write an article about how games aren't hard anymore.
I was just about to block you on that one, saying that.
Yeah.
You know.
But anyway,
You guys jumped on that yet?
I would play that game, and I'm not a big Ghost Rider fan. Like most of it's because Blaine's a Ghost Rider fan, and I like to kind of just mess with him a lot. So I'm not really that big into Ghost Rider, but then like I was included on this mass text where Blaine and Chase are going on and on about Ghost Rider. I'm reading it like, man, I need to get down on some Ghost Rider. This is pretty awesome. It sounded pretty cool, so I was like, well, maybe I'm going to get into it.
It's like Marvel Spawn.
It's
really cool.
I would play that. Like a game like that, I would play. Like it would get me into Ghost Rider, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm playing.
I love this idea Chase has. What I like about it is because I can imagine Ghost Rider with the Bloodborne art direction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dark. Yeah. The thing you see is like the flames.
Oh, that would be
cool.
Just in that dark, dank atmosphere.
Everything's
it would be perfect for that.
It
like
would.
demons and shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Leave it to Chase to always sound like a genius. You know?
Artist. He has that artistic mind.
I think that's what it is. Like,
I think that's why he married it.
And now watch. Now that I'm gonna talk about mine, you can see the different directions. Like he's got the heart, mind, and all that. And I'm thinking, okay, mine, I'm gonna capitalize on a very popular character because that's where the money's at. Like I'm thinking Star-Lord. Everybody likes Star-Lord right now, so yeah, I'm gonna go Star-Lord. I mean, you could probably get Chris Pratt to do the voice and all that. Yeah, you make $50. It'd be awesome. So I would put Star-Lord in like a Zelda-esque action-adventure puzzler type of game. So you got Star-Lord, you'd start out, kind of like Link does. He starts out, he don't have much. And you go to these different, temples and sites, and you go and stealing things, and you get these new, weapons and things to augment your suit and blah, blah. But the whole time you're figuring out these puzzles. But to me, it wouldn't be just like puzzles like, well, this block over here is a certain color, and that receptacle over there is a certain color, so how does that go over there? It would be more about, like, you get to a temple, and the puzzle is maybe other people are already there. So the puzzle is to make them give me what I want when they don't even realize what happened. Like it's kind of like you got to give them the jive to where they're gonna.
And that would be something you would see the character do.
Exactly.
He's like a scoundrel kind of like character.
And like I said, you got to capitalize on that. So he'd go in and it'd be like, oh, you don't even want that one because over there they got this other thing, and like while they're paying attention to that, he's got it. And then you got to make your getaway, And I think that would be the game I would play.
I kind of see that. I think that's great.
Yeah, and like I said, the puzzle aspect would be more about your powers of persuasion, I guess.
Yeah.
And manipulating the others into solving the puzzle for you, actually.
Exactly. That would be it too. That would be good. I didn't even think about that.
And why I think it's a great idea is that, if it was a Guardians of the Galaxy game, it'd be obviously an action game.
Right.
But if you're talking about Star-Lord by himself, he's like a salvager.
Yeah. We're not talking about, not so much going in guns blazing. It isn't about picking up cars and hitting people with them or not. Yeah. It's his mind, and it's him trying to get what he wants with the minimal effort of doing it.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like, because the characters it's spot on with the same character. It's freaking space Nathan Drake. This is Uncharted But Star-Lord, that's awesome.
That would be.
That's a great idea. Like you go to different planets and he did this. He did the Batman thing.
Yeah.
You know, he threw down a little hologram. It was, I guess, a recording of the place.
Right.
Yeah, you took the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy and you made it into a video game.
Yeah. Yeah. And
it would fit perfectly.
And like I said, if we took all of our games and we put them on the market right now, mine would make the most money.
Yeah.
It would, because everybody's right there. It's a hot topic.
Question, though.
Yeah.
Since you're modeling this off of Zelda, would the third level be a water temple, and would it make you want to quit playing the fucking game?
Will we find another Star-Lord?
Yeah, it would be a water temple. Why not? And yeah, like you find another Star-Lord, like the Shadow Dark Star-Lord or something. Yeah, we could do all kinds of
How many times do I have to rotate this fucking level?
Would you, when he gets the treasure, does he do like a dance scene?
You know, it would be kind of cool. Like I said, I'm not talking about like the Star-Lord of old. I'm talking about the current Star-Lord that everybody's kind of accepted as canon.
Right.
So you'd have to have the headphones come into play and stuff like
And
that. So maybe like when he
Star-Lord
found something, you kind of gave me a good idea. Maybe when he finds something, he throws on the headphones and cuts a little jig. And, you could add all that in there. Even though I know the old Star-Lord had nothing to do with any of those such things, but that's what he is now.
I give you this: making the most money, maybe out of all this.
Oh,
but
exactly.
one thing I do know that you have better than all of us is the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Actually,
Right.
I would name the game Star-Lord Awesome Mix 1. That'd be the thing for the kid.
That would be good. That would be good. Now, I like joking around, but I really think all those are games that I would play. I would absolutely play.
Why are we
every
not
one of
game
those.
designers? What are we doing here?
Because we're not smart enough. The only one who'd come close is Chase, and screw him.
Yeah.
I'm used to it by now.
Like sometimes we all got ideas, and Chase is just like, yeah, but your idea is great and all, but let me tell you how it's stupid, and I'm gonna make it 10 times better. And you want to get mad, but you're like, no, he's right. Fucker's right. He knows what he's talking about. So anyway, we're done with video games.
Let's go on to the battle.
That means one thing left, and that's the battles. And boy, do we have two doozies for you tonight. Should we go with the hard-hitting one first, or I guess they're both hard-hitting. We're going to go with the hard-hitting first, Blaine. You ready for this? Hold on to your shit. We're talking gargoyles from the cartoon Gargoyles.
Disney's Gargoyles.
Yes, versus Disney's Gummy Bears.
Oh, shit.
Is Disney's Gummy Bears, is that related to the candy?
No.
I'm about to say because the gargoyles might lose just because they make you jar.
You can't eat a gargoyle unless you want teeth like a predator. So, gargoyles, stone things on top of buildings. I've already picked my winner, and it ain't them. I'm going Gummy Bears, and I'm going to tell you why.
They just wait them out.
And then y'all can tell me, no, they ain't going to wait them out. Dude, they drink gummy berry juice, which in all my research is basically PCP.
It gives them the powers of Mr. Fantastic, Juggernaut, who else would you...
Look, they hit this juice, and it's funny it's juice because, the street term for hitting PCP is getting wet. So they getting wet off the gummy berry juice. Now, when you're on PCP, you strip off all your clothes and you run through walls and police can't stop you.
What did we watch as kids?
Gummy bears. They drink the gummy berry juice and they just bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce, and they don't stop bouncing. You know what stops them from bouncing? Take a guess. Take a guess.
Coffee.
Nothing stops them from bouncing. Nothing at all. They are unstoppable. They are on PCP and they cannot be stopped. So I am going with the gummy bears because, think about it. Literally, you have a bear. It's a bear. Bears are pretty tough. So you got this bear that's like
a rampaging hopped up.
Yeah, a bear's like,
bear.
look at this stone bastard coming out. And he's like, you know what? Screw this shit. He ain't coming to my house and starting this shit. I'm taking it to him. He gets on the gummy berry juice and dude, he's PCP.
Well, what if they just saying a gargoyle? They were pretty smart cats that I remember.
Sure.
What if they cut off their stash and they went to DTs?
Let me tell you something. You ain't getting there. You want to know why?
Well,
do you know how to find a gummy berry tree?
I don't even know how gummy bears get vascular access.
The gummy bear's hideout is a tree, and people can't find it. It's a secret location.
Yeah. And there's a secret to even making the juice from the berries.
There is.
Yeah, there's a recipe. There's a specific recipe, and it has to be stirred a certain way for it to take on its magical properties.
That's exactly what I was talking about just now. You think you got it all figured out, and then Chase comes and tells you, nah, man, you don't know shit. I got the recipe to gummy berry juice. So go ahead.
And when a human being drinks it, they get super strength. It's the same effect, pretty much.
PCP.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not unique to the gummy bears.
Yeah, it can be anywhere. It could be Louisiana going hair of a foot, wing with chicken, red beans and rice got me kicking. Gummy berries.
Do you know the recipe though?
It's the berries you have to use is pretty convoluted. It's like a handful of orange, 2 handfuls of red, a handful of yellow, but then you have to stir it.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing about your character right now.
Like, I said it just fucking around thinking of and then he's like, nah, man, you said it.
Yep. And then once you've got it all in there, you have to stir it slowly counterclockwise, and then slowly clockwise. And then you have to lightly tap on the cauldron to banish the bubbles, as they call it.
Look at this dude here.
I did my research, goddammit.
Now, Chase, this is serious talk now. Look me in the eye.
Yeah.
Are you still watching Gummy Bears?
Yes.
In all seriousness, here's the thing: is that they're strong and they can hop up on PCP. The thing is, you don't know where the Gummy Bears hideout is, right? Everybody knows where the gargoyles are. They're hiding in plain sight,
right?
And they freeze up during the day. All they gotta do is hop up, get up there, and kick the ass off the balcony when they're froze up. And that's it.
So you're going Gummy Bears too?
I can't. You swayed me. There's no way around it.
Chase, what do you say? Who would you choose in this battle royale?
The gummy bears are invincible on that damn PCP.
Good. I think
they're invincible. They can fall from any height and survive.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't dispute this.
No, they're in a drug-induced rage, and they're bears. I mean, I really didn't think it was going to go that far for me, but when I started looking it up, now I didn't look up the fucking recipe, but you know.
Well, that's because you're not dedicated to the cause. That's why.
It came, but it was pretty obvious to me. I was like, these bears are hopped up on something. I mean, they into some shit.
I was at least hoping for you, Chase, for your sake, that you were looking at your hand or a piece of paper somewhere. No, that came straight from
No,
your
that
head.
was like from the gut. That was like
you had that up there.
No, I read that yesterday, so it's fresh in my mind.
Wait, what was that, Chase?
No, I read that yesterday, so it's still fresh in my mind.
Oh, okay. All right.
In his cookbook.
I was about to say, he's got a fucking...
What do you think I'm drinking right here?
The RV making a bunch of fucking gummy berry juice.
This with a respirator and underwear.
Yeah.
I'm making blue gummy bear juice.
Hey, Chase, you want to come record today? Nah, dude, I'm juicing it tonight.
Getting wet on the juice.
Yeah.
Stop wheezing the juice.
The way... Oh, man.
Wheeze the juice. No buts too.
All right, okay, so enough of that. We got another hard-hitting battle we got to get to. Very, very serious, folks, so make sure you pay attention. We're talking Iron Fist of the Marvel Universe. Iron Fist versus Bruce Leroy from the last... Now, you have two kung fu masters at the peak of their mastery of the fu that is kung. Who triumphs in this battle of kung fu?
I'm new to the thing, but if I could take it away, just a quick.
Go ahead.
Brief observation I had. I think I saw it when I was a kid, and I barely remembered it until Blake showed it to me. And I'm like, oh, that looks vaguely familiar. How could I not remember this?
One of the greatest movies ever.
But sure enough, was the bad guy.
The Shogun of Harlem, yes.
The Shogun of Harlem. When he got, food out, just his arms glowed, right?
Yes, just his hands.
Which is very similar to, it must be the same kind of food. Because Iron Fist, when he iron fists, his arms glow, right? But Bruce Leroy, his whole body glows. He's got soul glow. He is no jive turkey. So,
if there's always, I wish we could only have that soul glow music playing right now.
And it's another thing to know about Iron Fist. Not to be too risque here, but Iron Fist is like he's like a man when it comes to sex. Blows the load, that's it. It's true.
So he's only got one punch.
He's got one punch. If he hit one Iron Fist punch, when he punches, then he goes into kind of like a sex refractory period for 1 day.
Oh,
he is wore out for 1 day after that. Now, keep in mind, this one punch, if he probably connected, would bust through Bruce Leroy's body.
I don't know. He's got glow.
But if he's glowing, I don't know. It's got the whole soul glow thing going on there.
The thing about the glow, which you didn't see in the 5 minutes of the movie, you just got to see. The glow is this all-powerful thing that can create anything. The way they talked about it was a true kung fu master will have the glow, and there's no limit to the beauty he could create, is the way they talk about it in the movie. And they don't want it to fall into the wrong hands, like Shogun the Shogun of Harlem. But he was tainted. That's why he's only got the red arms. He doesn't have the full-blown glow like Bruce Leroy does. So I'm going to say Bruce Leroy takes it because he's got the glow. He's a kung fu master. Just like
he said he didn't know he was a kung fu master. But he
knows by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Iron Fist didn't know he was always.
But did he have like some kung lun martial arts training prior, or just?
Yeah, he was a full blown master. Because in his mind, he didn't know he was a master yet. Because his master was telling him, "You need to talk to the master to become." I forget what it all was. And he set them on all these things, but not knowing that he was already a master. But once he knew that he was the master, boom, glow.
It's true. Dune said it. Fear is the mind killer. But once he knows, that's it.
That's it.
All right.
So I'm going Bruce Leroy. I think Blaine's going Bruce Leroy. The deciding vote, well, not really deciding, but Chase, let us know what you think.
I could, throw my lot in with the rest of you guys. I didn't know about the whole one punch down for a day BS.
Yeah.
So that alone seals the deal for me.
He's got super strength, super endurance, super all this stuff. But to use the full potential of the Iron Fist punch, where he puts it all into one punch, he's in a refractory period. He's like,
didn't Bruce Leroy have some kind of magic medallion from Bruce Lee in the movie?
No. That was his master gave him a medallion and told him he needed that to find the master. But it was just giving him something to concentrate on. It was really just a belt buckle.
Okay.
Yeah, he just wanted him to realize that he himself was the master, that he needed no other training. So he gave him some insignificant object. He's like, yeah, here, give that to the master. Trying to just jog it in his head that you're the master, you don't need nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie since college. I was going to watch it on YouTube, but I did not.
I did not.
Yeah, well, I watched it just a few days ago. That's kind of really what got me thinking about it. I watched it a few days ago. Because if I see it, I'm going to watch it. It's one of those good movies that I just watch all the time. Anytime I get a chance. I love that movie. I can quote it all day. But I guess Bruce Leroy wins. Iron Fist needs to work on his stamina a bit.
He needs to get some goddamn gummy berry juice.
You're right.
So basically what you're saying is going to happen is that Iron Fist will be kissing Bruce Leroy's Converses.
He will say, Iron Fist, kiss my Converse. And it's going to happen, too. He's going to have to fucking do it. Because unless he's got gummy berry juice, you kissing them shoes, asshole, because that's going to happen. So that's probably it, isn't it?
That's it. Let's wrap it up, guys. That's another episode of GBR.
Yes, it is.
Episode 26.
26.
26.
Damn.
Wow.
We're getting long in the tooth.
You know, it's sad for us to be 26 episodes in, and we're just starting to get the professionalism going. But
yeah,
if you want to keep us going, comment in the sections below.
Yeah, and be sure to check out all our other shows. Check out our website for our articles. You can check out Uneducated Guesses with me and this handsome fella here. You can listen to Going Down the Road with me and my boy Moonbase down there on the website, and soon to be on iTunes and whatnot. And our half-minute manias that you'll see by Big Brad. You'll see those on Facebook pop up every now and then. Those are going to be coming to YouTube soon as well. Thanks for all your support. Chase, you got anything to add before we go?
I'd just like to say, you know, we know that the fan base is out there, and we want to make this promise that we're going to keep bringing new material to you guys. We're going to try to keep it as frequent as we can. And to me, even if we had one person watching, we'd still be doing this.
The show must go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily for us, we got like 2 people watching.
Damn.
Deuce.
That's a 100% markup.
That's right. Growth, motherfucker. We got it. So yeah, from me and everybody else here, Blaine, my boy Blaine, Chase, all the way over there in Texas. Thanks for coming in. We always appreciate when you come in and make us look.
No problem.
Yeah, I mean, you shut us down, make us look like fools, like we don't know what we're talking about, but we love you anyway.
That's what I'm here to do.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Purpose for me.
I guess that's it. Another one in the hat, huh?
Another one in the hat.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you comment and watch all our other GBR products. Thank you.